Are you connecting to give a mediumship reading and you cannot make the age match what you're seeing clairvoyantly of the spirit? Or maybe you do get an age and it's not accurate, it's not correct. How do we fix that? How do we get age from a spirit? How do we know how old they are if what we're seeing is not what we're feeling for the age? I want to help you with that in this video today. Hello, for those that are new, my name's Mel. I'm a medium and an energy healer. I've been doing this work for about 4 years, and I absolutely love to make these videos and help you step into your power as a medium. If you want to take your mediumship skills to the next level, I highly encourage you to purchase my course, Soul Care Mediumship. You can find that on my website, soulcareintuitive.com. It is for basic to intermediate mediums, and it's going to take you through a great journey on developing your mediumship skills to be able to become a professional medium. You can also book private readings with me there or download one of my many free available content such as meditations, downloads, and free videos. Hope to see you on my website, soulcareintuitive.com. When I first started my mediumship journey, getting the age of spirit kind of felt like it was a mandatory thing. In my mind, it helped me to connect to the spirit. But I do want to say now that I'm an advanced medium that having the age is not necessarily important. It's not necessarily a huge piece of evidence that you can give your client. Of course, it does validate that little piece of information, but there's so much more that you can give your client in terms of a reading. So if you're hung up on age, my personal advice, and again, you can take what I say and make it your own. What I say doesn't have to be what you do. But what I would do, what I personally think, is I would just put the age to the side for now and focus on other aspects of my mediumship and then go into practice readings where you have somebody who's letting you practice with them for free to give an exchange, or maybe they just want you to practice with them and tell them you want to work on age and how to identify age for your specific mediumship. With all of that said, I want to tell you a little story about me. When my father passed away, I was getting into mediumship. His passing is what really catapulted my spiritual advancement, really got me into mediumship. And when I first started, I was giving so many practice readings, connecting with other mediums, making sure that I was understanding my mediumship and how I worked. And so I was constantly giving readings. And my father would always come across, and this is totally his character, totally his personality, very flirty, very young, very fun, very charismatic. And so every time I was getting a reading from someone, they would always identify my father as being in his 30s. Now, it did take me a while because when they were telling me that, I would say, no, that's not accurate. It wasn't until I built up my own stamina in mediumship and how I understood mediumship to work that spirit shows themselves in a manner that they were happiest in life, in a manner that made them feel comfortable, physically fit, beautiful, healthy, vibrant. And so my father passed much later in life. He did not pass in his 30s. But whenever he appears, he likes to appear shirtless in his 30s, because my dad liked to go to the beach, he liked to surf, he liked to be near the water. When we were kids, we would always travel to the beach. I remember being at the beach in California, in Florida, in other parts of the country where there's a beach, we would always be there. We had a boat, we were always on the lake. My dad loved to be in the water. And so he also likes to be funny and flirty and charismatic and charming, and that really comes across when mediums are connecting to him. Now, they see him clairvoyantly with their mind, so he's appearing to them in their mind as if he's in his 30s. And so that really confuses them when I tell them, no, that's not how old he was. So I do want to put that caveat. Spirit will show themselves to you in a way, in a time, in an age where they felt the best in life. So don't disassociate that with how old they were when they passed away. What I like to do when I'm giving a reading is I will say, I am seeing a gentleman who's very vibrant and he appears to be in his 30s, but I feel this is a time where he was happiest, healthiest, and he's appearing to me at this age. You can also ask Spirit, Is this how old you were when you passed away? If not, can you give me your age? Spirit will give that to you. Maybe you feel it in your body. You feel older. Maybe you feel young and vibrant. Maybe you see the age in your clairvoyance. Maybe you know the information. Spirit will provide the information to you. Again, this is important to know how you as a medium work, to know how you're receiving that information. So don't get so hung up on age, because it's really not a huge factor when giving evidence, my opinion only, but there are so many other great, amazing things you can expand on to give your client the best evidence possible. Something I want to touch on briefly is mechanics. You can set up your own mediumship mechanics, and I actually teach you how to do this in my mediumship course a lot more fluidly. But just a quick rundown of what that means is setting up ways that you work and how you want to receive information. So if you want to receive information of somebody that passed in their 80s, you can set up a mechanic within your body on how to do that. If you want to set up somebody that passed away in their 30s, you can set up a mechanic within your body to provide you that information. Again, I go into a lot more detail on how to do that in my mediumship development course, Soul Care Mediumship. But mechanics are a great way to work once you know how you work as a medium and how you can implement those into your mediumship. So I hope this really helped you. Thank you to the student who asked. You're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for picking me as a teacher. Those of you that are watching, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, even if it's a cute little emoji, because everything you do really helps the channel grow and really helps me reach those who need my advice, my help, and those who are really interested in mediumship. It helps us form a family. Thank you again so much. I cannot wait to see you in that mediumship course of mine. Go to soulcareintuitive.com to sign up. See you there.